Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, big. Name another podcast like this. Who gon' bring it to the table? Boss Talk. Who your girlfriend favorite? Boss Talk. We gon' do it how you want it. Boss Talk. Yeah, everybody on it. Boss Talk. It's a unique hustle.
Check. It's a unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Mr. Maker. What's going on?
No, there. Well, go on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us from all social media platforms. When I mean all, I mean our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. You name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all see us on the streets and talk about, man, I love what y'all doing. Keep up the good work. How can we be a part of Boss Talk? This is how you can be a part of Boss Talk. Under each and every interview, including this one right here in the description section below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and that's how you get to see all the exclusive content. Y'all been asking us, where's this interview? Where's that interview? You got to be a member to see it, or go ahead and download our app on any Apple or Android phone in the Play Store. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Hey, man, listen, man, we got a special guest in here today. He don't need no introduction. To be honest with you, man, it's a lot of history that's going down today. You guys are going to be in for a treat. This is something that we do on Boss Talk 101. We set the structure to make sure that the story be told correctly.
Yes,
it's
sir.
about to go down, man. Mr. Alvin Scott is in the building today to bless us with his presence. What's up, man?
Oh, everything is all good.
Now, in case y'all didn't know, let me go on and finish the introduction, man. From Lexington, Foxie's, Buku Ray, Joy Z's. The list go on, but we about to get into some history and just have a real nice, relaxing conversation to where we can understand, man, how it went down when it came down to Mr. Alvin Scott.
Yes. I like to go in your background. So you said you were born and raised in West Texas?
No, West Dallas.
West Dallas, sorry. West Dallas.
She's Jamaican. She's
West
Jamaican.
Dallas.
Ain't nowhere in hell. I don't know how she got that.
I end up far. So West Dallas. So tell me what part of West Dallas were you in?
The hardest part at that time was the projects.
Mm-hmm.
Rupert Circle or Fish Trap? Or that was before that?
Fish Trap, Apple Grove, part of Rupert, and shoots us all over the projects, man. The original projects, not the stuff they got now that they call projects.
Correct.
I'm talking about back then.
Describe what the projects back then was, because people now would say, oh, I live in the projects, but I want to know what's the difference between your projects compared to the projects today.
Well, let me tell you, the main thing is like you couldn't, like you got pictures hanging on the wall. No, it wasn't none of that because the walls were brick.
Oh.
Wow.
Like blocks.
Yeah, blocks.
Yes, like cement blocks.
Yeah.
Now, are we talking about the 60s, the 70s?
The 60s all the way through the 60s, and
So we
But
talking...
the original projects, they were, I think, in the late 40s.
Okay. But the 60s, you know, when we think of projects now, we think of crime rate, we think of blacks, we think of ghetto, we think
poverty,
of hood,
stamps, and everything.
What was the difference in those projects during those days? Was it a thing where basically, because y'all didn't have no really heavy, no automatic guns like we got now. Y'all just had pop guns, 6-shooters, revolvers,
nice.
little 25, hit him with a little 25. Switchblade. You pull him out the switchblade.
Switchblade.
Pull out. Tell you, I'll get you.
Right. You might have seen someone would probably have, what was one of those? First automatics, a 25.
Little 25, like yeah. Yeah, my uncle got shot in the head with one. Drove himself to the hospital. Yeah, that was a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So when's the first time when you said, dang, man, these projects is bad? Because when you growing up in the projects, or when you growing up when you inside of something, you don't know nothing else. So it's not seeming bad to you. But when did you really realize, like, okay, this might not be a good place to be? There's other stuff out there for me.
Yeah, you desire to get out. Those people that generally stay as the ones that never have a vision to do better, you know. I mean, you just want to go higher. You want to get out of those projects, and you don't want to bring no babies into that area.
Okay.
But how old were you when you saw something other than the project, saw something nicer, saw something different? How old were you that made you look at that and be like, that's what I want? How old were you when you saw that?
Oh, when I got my first job at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, when I really started looking at things in a real way.
Okay.
You know, and was able to get to know Dallas and see what people on that side of town were dressing and living and having, and it was just totally different. It was, you know, I was just glad to be able to work there. When they built the big airport and kind of shut down Love Field, and I was able to get a job at Love Field. That's when they had the ice rink and all of that stuff out there. Well, that's when I started being able to look at life totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Wow. And so you've seen people coming in and out that airport. You've seen people who were about business, about moving around, having life, living life, going to different places. It probably triggered something in you, would have like, okay, it's other stuff out here that can happen. You know. Got
that first good job at Love Field.
Man.
Know, well, it was in the parking lot, but I was working on, parking lot.
Attendant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so when you look at you as and I'm jumping, but
yeah, because I want to go back to his mom.
But you go back to his mom.
Yeah, I want to ask him. So
you want to ask him about his mama?
Yes.
My mama. I don't really.
I want about my mom.
Yes, I want to talk about your mom. No, but I know that your mama had you at an early age, and since she
16.
At 16. So was Daddy around?
Was what?
Was your father around? Did he step up?
He had two other kids.
Was your father in your life growing up?
Not really. Not really. He was. I can remember money that he gave me was by choice, and that was me going to what we used to call a juvenile, doing something I didn't have no business doing. And he gave me a choice. You can either finish out your days in here. I'll give you this $200.
What did you do?
I went on and stayed there. Cause it been.
Damn, the $200. I'm gonna thug it out. I mean, we men, it's tough, man. To be honest with you, even if your father is in your life, right? But when your father is just not, he's there, and sometimes he's not. It's always hard for a man and a father to understand each other. It's a thing we got called machismoism, and then a lot of times our father didn't teach us how to be a father because he didn't know how to do it, because his daddy didn't know how to do it, and his daddy didn't know how to do it, and his daddy didn't know how to do it, and his daddy was a slave.
Slave.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all these dads is trying to figure it out without no experience.
But a lot of these boys at a young age are being raised by women or girls.
You can tell.
And they can't, and women can't teach a boy or how to become a man.
A woman can't teach a boy how to become a man, but a woman teaches a boy the best she can, and you can tell the frustration comes out because he ends up in a relationship and don't know how to deal with his anger, and he becomes very emotional every time a woman talks to him, to a point to where he'll do something, become abusive, harm her, close off, go back over his mama house. You know what I'm saying? So it really, these are things that happen with relationships and men and women and boys and trying to raise. I raised my boys the best I could. That's what parents gonna say. I did. It wasn't no book to this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't no way to. I didn't know how to figure it out. I had to learn by God's word, to be honest with you. That's what helped guide me in understanding what a true father was, is the way God looked out for us. And that's what helped me when I was able to break away and understand that the word of God say, if any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things become new. And I felt like this was happening in my life. So I said, you know what? I can be a good father if I look at what he doing, because he never left me nor forsake me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and I think that's what help us when we really tap into our spiritual side, and we start to understand we can develop and redevelop and become better individuals to help the human race, to be honest.
But you had to go through something to find God. A lot of times, some people are blessed to find him at a young age, but a lot of times people grow up and have to have a stumbling block to really turn to God and try to learn about God. So a lot of people don't learn about God till their older ages, and then that's when they try to be a better person. But sometimes that fatherhood part already passed, so to say, for some fathers.
Wow. Well, let's get back to Mr. Alvin Scott, because I didn't say what I had to say. Listen, I really want to just tap into some things, man. Like, you are an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. You were an entrepreneur that basically did a lot of things in a time where blacks didn't have.
Right.
They didn't. It wasn't a lot of black business owners when you came. Where I was from, we had Bubba Lane, and we had Mr. Luther, and we had just a few, Skeeter Lane. These are in the country.
In the country.
You know what I mean? Black people who had their own barber shop, their own woodyard, their own. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Store, exactly. Convenience stores. Because when in the 70s, the early 70s, it was still separated a little bit to where our people had a business, and we were still, we hadn't branched out and tried to become so into what everybody else is doing. I really liked it better back then, if I really want to be honest about it, because I felt like for Mr. Bubba Lane to have a laundromat and have a store connected to it. As I got older, I was 3-4 years old going in that store, seeing him be an entrepreneur. But I thought back after I got older and said, man, that was a time. You know what I mean? So how did you what made you be bold enough to say I can have my own business?
Well, to me, the main thing, and I always tell people this, what gave me my star was what president?
Kennedy, they got shot?
No.
I go straight to the drum. We knocked him off right here in Dallas.
The one that shut us down.
Nixon.
Which one?
Nixon.
Reagan.
Was it Reagan?
Nixon.
Ronald
Reagan.
Probably Ronald Reagan. He the one got shot too. We put one in him.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't, but it happened.
Well, see. What it was, one of the things, I always wanted to be a union man, right?
Okay.
Because I was a truck driver back in the day.
You done did a lot. You left the airport, now you're driving trucks.
Yeah, and he was in real estate at one point.
When I got into the driving, and that was probably right before she was
born.
Was you here? I think she might have been here. Yeah, I think that's what puts me on.
That made you have to go get it. See, that's what a kid will do to you. It'll motivate you. You got to buy some diapers and some milk.
Yeah, all kind of stuff.
All kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what made you start driving trucks. But what brought you back to the business is where you became. How'd you end up getting your first business?
I wanted to be.
And what was your first business?
I wanted to be my own boss. Just wanted to do well because see, when he stepped in, when we got the new president, he fired. What he do? He fired
all of the people.
He fired the
Treasury, the Secretary of State, and all of them.
Yeah. He fired everything, and that made everybody get out. One guy they say he's still missing. What's his name?
I don't know though.
Come on,
man, you gonna miss me with that. Do you not know you done skipped me? I probably was somewhere, but really I was stealing during that time.
He was too young.
I was stealing probably bottles. We were selling them Coke bottles back then.
Well, I've been down there. I did that. The real Coke.
The real Coke bottles, yeah. That's right. They paid you for those.
A whole bunch of them.
We had to. We're making money.
A whole lot of.
See, I'm telling my age now, Mr. Scott. They think I'm about 25. You know what I'm saying? So you basically you come to a place in your life where at that time you felt like you had to have your own business. And what business was that that you opened up your first business?
Trucking.
That was the first business.
I didn't want to drive for nobody no more. I had been burnt to me by the government.
Okay.
I mean, to me, it's like, just left me. There's a lot of union people. See, he came in and fired the union, man.
Wow.
I wanted to be a union man for a long time.
So that hurt you?
Man, it hurt. Man, what you talking about? Shoot. And I was fourth in line, and, the oldest guy that had been there in that union 30 years during that time.
Wow.
I wanted to be like him.
Yeah, you were trying to work your way
I
up.
was trying to work my way up.
And Ronald Reagan crushed your dreams.
Crushed it.
Get out of here with that. So,
Crushed the whole thing.
but look at what you're saying though. He might have crushed
it. Made me get out.
But it really developed you. It pushed you.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing. Sometimes people think something bad, like I go back to the Bible. Joseph said, you might have what y'all intended me for bad, God turn it to good. He'll turn it to good. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what people don't like to go through that time.
Yeah. Well, it made me stop depending on the system and start making my own way.
Come on now. That's what it's all about.
So you did your trucking company, but how many trucks did you have for your trucking company?
Well, I started out with one, and I was driving it. And when I was there, and seeing the thing, it was so crazy because the hard part was when I got my second truck. Mm-hmm. I had to hire somebody.
Ain't that something?
Now I have to watch over him.
He tore that truck up, didn't he? He know a nigga ain't worth a dime. He done tore that man.
I got another one, but see, that's when this thing called crack came into play.
Oh, so you saw when it came in.
That crack come in here, didn't it?
Yeah, the crack was taking all of the drivers. See, those drivers, they was on it.
And this the 80s. This the 80s here, ain't it?
Yeah.
This the 80s. They on that crack. Jimmy Carter, he done did he come in office after? No, he was after Reagan, or was he before Reagan? Jimmy Carter. He was after. He was before, wasn't he? Then Reagan, both of them came during time. They both, but I remember Nancy Reagan say, "Did your brain on drugs and all this?" And we say no to drugs. That was her big campaign, and I remember that. This was a time when all that was going on.
That's when it was all going on, and you couldn't keep good employees because they were
chasing that dope.
They was doing that and taking your gas. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, they stole from you, didn't they?
Gas, yeah.
They took the gas.
They was stealing it.
Diesel was,
high.
They was selling it.
It was selling.
That's how they get that crack.
Yeah.
They say, "Hey man, I got you 4 gallons, and then come over here, man. Let me get a bump. Can I get a bump for this, folks?" And he got a whole gas can out there, dope fiend style.
They go over there, and just like you say, they selling it as they putting it in your truck.
They put it in their can. They get yours and they get there.
Wearing you out. So, you driving, you trying to have employees too. That wouldn't work.
So that ran you out of business? Did it run you out of business?
It didn't run me out. It motivated me to go do something different
else
that I could control. Yeah.
You can't. Listen, wait a minute. You're not catching no dope fiend when he's stealing that gas. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Alvin Scott. And let me be real with you. I was a real street cat at one point, and I was gonna get your gas. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Oh yeah.
I'm the guy that was probably gonna be the one they gonna bring it to. The gas, the liquor store man. He brought me all this stuff. He put it over there. Put all the liquor right there. All the He owned the liquor store. I own him. I got what he want. He got what I need.
That's the way
it was. And I didn't care about Mr. Alvin Scott trucking. I didn't care about that. I want to make sure keep me some gas. Yeah. I want to make sure that. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know that. And if he didn't bring that gas and he come up here trying to tell me, "Man, let me get a bump. I'm going to get you some gas next." No, you're not. I'm not. Nigga, get up out of here. Get that gas now. Go get that card and get that gas.
There wasn't no card back then. It was straight cash.
Oh, yeah. Go get Mr. Scott to come up there and get you some gas, because you ain't finna get this without that gas.
So what business did you go into next that you say you could control now? What was your next business venture after the trucking?
Well, like the land.
Oh, now we're in the real estate.
You can't. Yeah, dirt. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I say that, I mean like land. You can't take it. Can't nobody steal it, and you can always rent out. Like let truckers park their trucks on. I still got one track that I had way back then.
Wow.
I got one.
So you started to buy the land so you could control the narrative.
Yes.
So that nobody couldn't take from you. That's what pushed you into real estate.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
So you now get into real estate. Now you got the land. Okay, so now you start to come into some commercial property at this point?
Well, yeah, you come into...
I mean, when I say property, buildings...
well, you can come into some, but that was small stuff.
Okay.
Land
was most important.
Was the important thing. I mean, what you see nowadays, you know, you have to... I used to call it, once I learned how to do it, 2 ways. I used to call it rest money and spending money you needed to use, and money that you could just didn't
Play
have to
with.
worry about. You can plant it, and you can plant it in the ground by buying dirt.
Wow.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah, but who taught you this? You just taught yourself?
Myself, I had to learn it the hard way.
Because you done lost all that gas. You done been kicked out the airport from the union. Hell, you going through it. So you like, I got to come up with something so I don't get got.
Everything that kicked my ass.
Come on,
I
now.
like
You heard what
I
he
like
said.
that. I like
Everything that did what? Everything that kicked his ass.
Blessed it.
Blessed him.
Yeah, I mean, that's real.
Wow. I want now I'm finna go on up.
No, but hold
I'm
on.
going up. I'm not finna stay there long.
Okay, but with you being in the real estate, I know that opened a lot of doors for you to meet a lot of influential people. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
That also would help you further move forward. How long were you in the real estate business for?
Yeah, say it again.
How long were you in the real estate business for?
Shoot, how long?
I don't think he get out of it because he said, hell, he still owns some damn land. So I know he ain't out of
Still in it
it.
yet.
Hell, I know.
Yeah. Okay, well, you still own
The
some.
man, a business owner. He got it. Yeah, I'm trying to get some land. If you sell it, let me know.
No, this one here is one that I'm waiting to get all of the entities.
So you telling me, when did you buy your first building? Like, did you ever get a commercial building or did you go to another alternative? Did you ever buy a commercial building? That's what I'm trying to understand.
When did I get my first building? You know, let me tell you about the guy that used to be Mr. What is Mr.
In what area? This in West Dallas?
No. It's a Jewish guy.
Jewish guy?
Jewish guy. Y'all, you wouldn't know him.
Okay, but he put you on.
Well, he helped me by his problem because he didn't know how to do it.
Okay.
I'm finna bring you from
That makes sense.
how I got into the club business.
Okay.
It was because he had a building that had to be rented out. Okay. Now, but Mr. Albergas.
Mr. Albergas.
Mr. Albergas.
That's the first guy that this is the guy that you dealt with.
The golf course over by right there in Oak Cliff.
Okay, the one right there. I done been by that golf course.
Well, he owned it, that golf course.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You come up that backside. My wife actually, she'll know. We it's a cologne, a perfume spot, oil spot over there, and we always pass by that golf course. It's a golf course. What's the name? But where's that street that we be going over there? We pass by that golf course, that back way
In
in Oak
South
Cliff.
Dallas? In Oak Cliff?
When we be
I
going to
can't
the
remember
oil
the name.
spot.
Yeah, it's 2 of them over there. It's 2 golf.
2 golf courses.
Oh, we may not be talking about the same.
Okay, but
one.
he owned the golf course.
Yeah, yeah, he was the head over that. What do you call it? Own it?
Yeah, he owned it.
What they call the guy that runs the whole show?
The CEO. Yeah, the real deal Holyfield.
Or the general manager?
The general manager, the CEO, the chairman.
He was the head.
Head honcho.
He's a Jewish
Of course.
He's a Jewish guy and Jewish white guy. And he was good, but he had this property. He had this one building that he needed to get rented out. They had done left him and and he didn't know nothing about running no club.
But they had a club there before? Was it a club before?
Yeah, it was a club before.
Was it a black club before that?
It was a black club before.
And he knew you?
But he knew me. And he was telling me about this building, and I didn't know nothing about no club. No way. but I was willing to take
the chance, take the risk. Yeah, it wasn't much of a risk, right?
It wasn't. It didn't cost me nothing to get in it because he was a friend. He was my friend, you know. So and I did him a favor by taking over that building, and I didn't have to pay no rent for some months until I got that
thing rolling.
Business going. Yeah.
And what did you name it?
First was
Foxie's?
No. Savoy.
Savoy.
You
yeah, Savoy? I remember that. Wait a minute. Savoy. Like, and how did you come up with that name?
And that's the one where the kids were playing in. Is that the one that you said when the kids were for the summertime? Is that the one?
No, but it was they did
quiet on the set
building at one time.
Wait, so Savoy was the name of the first club.
That was the first.
How long did it stay to Savoy?
I kept it at Savoy until I got this, I don't know what it is.
Wait a minute.
I got this thing in my mind, hey, I'm going to do something different because I was really, I was kind of tired of the management that I had. They weren't doing it right. I always had to watch over it. And I come out and I said, well, I'm finna change this whole thing. And I came up with this comedy thing.
So then, but crazy. When did Fox's come around? Did Fox's come around before that? Or Fox's? When did you name it?
Yeah, before I changed it.
Before Savoy?
Not before I changed it. See, Fox's is in Arlington.
Okay.
So that was another location.
A different location.
Yeah, that was another
business.
That was another club. That was.
We'll get to that, but let's stay over here at this Savoy that you changed. That's what you changed to Buku.
That's what I changed to Vuku Ray.
And where was that located?
That was, where was Vuku Ray? What was the address?
I was right there on, what is that by the
Camp Wisdom?
Yeah, that's where, and to be honest with you, and this is where the story gets good for me. You got Vuku Ray. How do you start, y'all clubbing in there? I mean, back then, y'all got, what other clubs do you have in Dallas at that time? Vuku Ray is around. Is the Cliff Club over there jumping?
Is the what name?
The Cliff Club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, was it? I think he was going then?
I think he's in business.
Oh, he's still in business now, yeah. My boy just came off here last week and went to the Cliff Club.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, back then it wasn't there yet?
Not like my club, yeah.
His club was the thing. That's what he's trying to say.
No, what I'm trying to say is that
y'all was bougie. That's what you're saying. Yeah. I seen the pictures. Man, no, like you got to understand. During that time, the people that I seen that was over. See, Steve Harvey came from there. That's probably the biggest comedian that I seen. That's the one I seen that was there in Dallas that everybody knew
Foxx?
About. Steve Harvey was the thing back then. He was consistent as hell.
Well,
how did you meet Steve Harvey? Because he was trying to get into comedy.
Man, I really don't like talking about that part of the history because it's just I left too many doors open, and I really blame.
You left a lot of doors open.
I left. I would do stuff for people, and just take their word and trust them, and that's instead of putting it
on paper.
Locking them to a
contract. You trusted them.
And
that was a mistake.
And that was the worst mistake. And I had to learn to stop doing that. It didn't just stop with Steve. It stopped, later on till I got it in my thick head. Man, you put everybody on contract.
You didn't
sign paper, make them all sign the paper.
So when I
had the vision, the dream.
Was this at the club right here?
Yeah, that's in the
club
right there.
Can you remember that night?
That club was the Checkerboard Floors. That was
that wasn't Vuku?
Yeah.
Why was that in there?
Why was it in there?
Where was it? You said that was.
Vuku Ray was.
No, I'm talking. It was on Camp Wisdom. I'm saying where was that? Where this Checkerboard Floor was at in there? Where you had this?
The dance floor?
That was the stage.
That's the stage.
You got here.
Really?
Yeah, I put the checkerboard.
Checkerboard. Okay.
It's black and white, so you could actually see the colors. Whoever got on the stage or whatever, you would actually see it good with the right lighting. At that time, see, they got all this good stuff. You want to see back then, you had to make it work.
So, and I definitely know there was some tough times with Steve or whatever, but that was some good times too, where you was building them up, right?
Well, yes, it was some good times, and that's why I trusted him, But he would get behind, until Steve was letting me know who we need to bring in.
Oh, to the
man, if you can bring such and such down here.
He was helping you recruit more people.
Well, he knew a lot of folk that was trying to come up.
Okay.
That wanted to get, and he could control them. See, Steve's thing was that he didn't want to deal with nobody that he couldn't control.
Wow.
And he would tell every comedian that he bring up here, well, I'm bringing you, and it's about my goodness, and this right here, and the man believe with me, so don't be trying to talk to him behind my back. He was scared
to control the narrative.
To control them, yeah.
Wow.
So if you was a comedian and you wanted some exposure other than where your hometown, where you live, then hey, you can come, but you don't talk. Don't try to get up under Mr. Alvin. I talk to him. You don't do this. You don't do that, and he control them before they get to town.
Wow.
He wanted to be in the middle of everything.
Right. But here's the thing. I would have them already pumped up so high. Once I know who's coming, I have them so pumped up to people, the city, Dallas and Fort Worth. They would booze to the club. They would stand in line. You probably
yeah. The line was crazy.
The building.
The line was crazy.
I used to have a line around that building 2 times a night.
Wow.
A 7 o'clock show and a 10 o'clock show.
Wow.
And it wrapped around the building 2 times. That whole parking lot way out there, all the way. It looked like the mall was open.
How did you market? Through the radio stations, or how did you market
that's
it?
the only thing we had back then.
That's what you did. You would market it through the radio stations, and pretty much build it up. And
was there no other comedy shows in town? Like, were you the only comedy show like that?
The
only one. That was before the improv.
Only black.
I was doing black comedy. I didn't.
So you didn't have no white comedians?
No, I didn't. I wanted just our exposure. We had.
So he was the first one.
Yeah, you were the first one. Let me ask you this.
Well, no, Steve wasn't the first one. I had other ones.
Who did you have first?
I can't even think.
But you had some before Steve, but Steve kind of stuck.
But Steve was marketable.
He was marketable?
When Steve came, him, a little girl out of Oak Cliff, what was her name? What's her name? Her and Steve was together at that time.
Oh, this
and
is.
I know it's going.
Was this his girlfriend?
His girlfriend.
Not his wife.
Well, I think they got married later on.
So that was his first wife.
Yeah,
the first one.
The first wife. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Out of.
And you had met both of them there.
Man, in her car, poop.
It couldn't work.
No, up there to get there, yeah. And I seen something in him and her, and she was like, she would set up under me and telling me about him, we ought to do this here. You ain't doing nothing with this club, this building over here, and that. Because I had several buildings.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm getting ready to get some real exposure because I was already trying to do comedy.
Okay.
I had just started, And this came at a good time. But I seen in him, he was marketable.
I got to ask you this. You keep saying he was marketable, but this an early Steve. And I seen the way you dress. I seen the way you was tailored.
Well,
I seen it. Was Steve using the same tailor that you was using?
No.
Well, how did he learn? Because you were clean you was clean.
I took him to my tailor. I dressed him.
So you dressed Steve Harvey?
I dressed him.
The first suit?
I dressed him. That's why he dressed like me, because I was dressing
So
him.
you basically, you would dress him and pretty much give it to your, because you had a tailor.
To my tailor.
Wow.
Right. It was my tailor. Shucks, I can show you.
No, I see it on the pictures. Oh, you clean. I asked you, I'm like, where you coming from with these damn outfits?
The suits was
It wasn't just suits. This nigga had a whole bunch going on. It was top and bottom matching, but it was so many different.
And the shoes too.
The shoes too.
Yeah.
So what did, and when you would take Steve to get tailored or whatever, he would just go with whatever your tailor was recommended or what y'all was doing, what you had going?
Steve was very humble in the beginning, very
humble.
Very humble. It wasn't like this Steve y'all know now. Been knowing for the last 15,
20 years. There was a different Steve at that point.
It was a hungry Steve. But I want to be the one. I don't want nobody else getting in front of me.
But he had a lot of respect for you.
Yeah.
At the time, when is the time that, and I'm gonna get off the Steve thing in a minute, but when was the time when things happened at the club or during the time he was with you when he had to confide in you about something that was going on with comedy? When did he have to come to you about something that was going on in comedy, something that he was trying to accomplish or something that he wanted to accomplish with you, as far as with the, with the building or with the show?
No. You asking me when did we decide? I was doing.
No, I was saying when did Steve ever come to confide in you? Like ask you about different things when it come to business, because you was a business entrepreneur and you were older.
Yeah. As we, just got better and bringing more people in.
Correct, because it grew.
Yeah, it grew. And it was, everything just happened at a real good time too. Because it was a new era, whole new era. And people just was motivated in this city. This city took off like nothing you would ever see during that time. I mean,
it was a different time in life. It's a different time.
And people wanted to be, it made people feel good, man.
Yeah.
It made them happy. Laughter makes you happy.
And you love seeing the people laugh and go on at the club.
Yeah, and the people love, they come in hungry for it and they leave still laughing. And the people that's wrapped around the building in the line, they want to hurry up and get inside so they can start laughing.
How much did you charge for people to get in?
I was easy on them out.
How much? We can talk about it now. It's 30 years ago. How much did you charge them?
At the time, I think $10 was a lick.
$10 was the lick. And how did y'all split the money? The dough money? You the one that they brought it all to?
No money.
Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. You was not splitting the money. I'm sorry. I didn't. I thought Steve was getting the dough money. No. But the one thing about when you come up early,
he was getting paid, but he was getting paid good. Remember now.
Okay, what was good? What was good back then? This is 20 years ago.
Back then,
what's good? Like a good week.
Well, it was 4 nights.
Okay, a week. The first
week.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember, but I think I was giving him like $300 a night.
300 nights. So on 4 nights, okay, he making $1,200 to $1,500 a week.
Yeah, he was doing.
And
good.
That's good money.
That was back then. That was
damn good money.
It was real good money, man. That was a serious dollar back then.
But you had to strategize with that $1,500 though, cause he bringing them in. He got to go get tailored. Who buying the suits though? He got to go get tailored every week.
You know what I'm saying? That was part of his salary. See,
you gave him some petty cash to get the suits.
No. I sent him to my tailor.
So you paid for everything?
Yes.
Wow.
I paid for that. That wasn't not during that time. That's why he dressed. If you look at those pictures, that's how
he started off.
He looked at
the way he
like
looked.
He did. No, when Steve came, when I first got Steve didn't have. I'm not fixed up.
But he wasn't the Steve he was then. But let me ask something. You met so many people. I seen you on pictures with Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy didn't have no facial hairs back then. You know what I'm saying? He was a young boy. He was a young boy. I seen you with also Shaquille Oneal. Shaquille O'Neal. But I don't know how in the hell you became 7 feet tall on the damn picture though. I ain't figured that out yet.
I'm stood on the table.
Okay.
I'm standing on top of a
table. So on this picture, you standing on top of the table. And did you think at that time that Shaq would be the Shaq he is today?
Well, Shaq came out of school. Now remember, he hadn't even made it to the
NBA
yet.
He was LSU still.
He was just coming out of school. Yeah.
Wow, and he came up to Dallas. Where he get some money from? You know what I'm saying? This nigga ain't got no money. He broke it this time.
I don't know, but
them coaches shouldn't even been giving him money. It was against the law back then. Now, Mr. Scott.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. But
he made it to Dallas, didn't he?
Shaq, the kind of person that you could market. You could really market.
He's a funny dude.
Shaq was just right off the back. I mean, you could look at Shaq, and if you had an eye for making money, you could see
Shaq was the guy.
Money dripping off Shaq.
Wow, really? He looked just that. He was just that. You know what? That's called he's marketable.
Shaq. That's Shaq.
Wow.
Shaq was the man.
He always kept you smiling. Even back then, he would always do stuff. He would make jokes. He would have you having a good time. He would keep your spirits up. I remember when he first came in. People don't realize that when he got into rap and stuff. A lot of people didn't take him serious, but I liked his music because I knew his lyrics was dope. A lot of people, you play basketball, you shouldn't be able to rap. You know what I'm saying? You should. That's the way they thought back then. But he came in, and he kind of sold me on it. You know?
Yeah. He was like the DJ.
You could tell he was in there with.
I let him get going up there, and let him get in there and spin a few. You know.
He tried to do his thing, man. Shaq.
Yeah, I had fun.
And that's all that. This all Vuku Ray times, right?
Yeah, you look at
Let me ask you this about that during that time. You like I said, and just going back to Steve a little bit, you knew it was something special about Steve Harvey.
Well, Steve was, like I say, Steve was a marketable. But you
dude.
had to you had to put some energy in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And exposure.
And that's what made everything erupt.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he had the smile, he had the look, he had the dimples, and then, he was that, but, you had to dress him up.
Wow.
And, he was a young guy, but he was bald-headed in the top.
Even then?
Yeah.
Way back then?
In the back, in the top of his head, is what I'm saying.
How did he hide it?
That was a lot of ways of hiding. You buy hair.
So he bought hair. Like they didn't have weave back then, man.
Yeah.
Hell, that man had to have some hair back then. I thought that was real back then. I'm not gonna play with you on here, Mr. Scott. I respect you. You're a good man. You know what I'm saying? Alvin Scott. Listen, Mr. Scott. I respect you the utmost, but ain't no way in hell they had weave in the early '90s.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They had hair wigs like that.
He got the.
This is wild.
Man, let me tell you. They could sew it in during that time
as well.
We did, yeah.
Wow.
In the top center of not in the front,
but right here in the back, right there.
Here, where my head is.
Yeah.
Bald head back there.
y'all had to make sure to get that taken care of back then. So that was one of the things you had to deal with back then. You knew that you had to do that part too, and put his wardrobe together.
Get all of that working right together
to make sure that he looked the appearance that he needed to look.
Yeah.
So you made sure of that.
Exactly.
Wow. And let me ask you this, and I'm gonna get off of it. How did you and him part ways?
Man, look, it's like a lot of people, once he became marketable, which what I did, then everybody, all the few people out there that he had to talk to, they all wanted to venture in then. There's some people now, I won't call no names, but they know what they did.
Wow.
And they made him big-headed.
Wow.
And he's the kind of guy, once he got something going in an era that he wanted going, he don't care who he stumbled. He
don't care.
He don't care.
That
ain't in his spirit. He felt like the old guy. He's dead now, but and I told him, I said, Steve gonna burn you too. See, you gave Steve a way to get out from under me by doing that other club, but he gonna burn you. So
it was another club. He left you and went to another club.
Yes, Steve had them talk to this group, and they got this other club called what was the name of it? Can't even think of the name of the club now.
But when he left Vuku Ray, he went to that club.
Yeah.
And that's how y'all started, ended up departing. Yeah. And how long did he stay at that club before he left and went out of Texas? It wasn't long.
When he got that deal with what's the girl name?
Not Def Comedy Jam.
I don't think of her name. But he went. She helped him.
Not the Apollo.
No, she helped him get on the
Apollo. That's who helped him.
Yeah, and he.
After that, he took off from there. But what's interesting is the way that his.
And your boy. Well, no, see, I brought him down here. Here. What was the comedian name? I brought him down here and put him on the show, and we were talking after the show, and Steve was asking him
later
about, which I had done already told him. Hey, I'm bringing him down, so we talked to him. But see, that the Apollo thing was supposed to have been my deal.
Really?
It was supposed to have been my deal. But Steve took it and went another direction.
So basically, the Apollo reached out to you? How did the people?
I brought my boy down here. Got him down here.
The guy from Apollo?
Yes, I got him down here. What's
the guy's name from Apollo back then?
Steve was the first guy at the Apollo that I knew. It was another guy before him.
Yeah. It was several.
There was several hosts before Steve.
Yeah, but what's my boy name? I keep saying my boy.
Was he tall, light-skinned?
No, I ain't talking about him. I know you talking about. No, I'm talking about Steve did him kind of bad too, I heard. But
I wonder who I got to know the history on who was at that dang thing. Who was a host of the Apollo back then?
It says before Steve Harvey became the host of the TV version of the Apollo, Sinbad.
That's who I was thinking about. Not you know Sinbad. That's who I was talking about, don't you?
It says Sinbad was the host.
That's who I was talking about.
Go back one more.
Sinbad. Okay, so who was the host before Sinbad? Other hosts at various times before Steve Harvey: Whoopi Goldberg, Rick Aviles, Martin Lawrence, Mark Curry. Is Mark
Mr.
Curry?
Cooper.
Kiki Shepard, Monique, and Chris Kid Reed.
No, it had to be.
You already called.
It was Mr.
Mark
Cooper,
Curry?
Mark Curry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and Mark Curry. That's who brought him up there?
That's who.
Mark. He don't like that. They into it right now.
Well,
that ain't stopped. That's going down right now. They still don't see eye to eye.
And Mark, good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, good.
So
people.
Mark Curry, you knew Mark Curry? You met Mark Curry a few times?
Man, I brought Mark Curry down here. I'm the one.
Was you the first one to bring Mark Curry?
Here?
Yeah, Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas, right. This was all going down in the early
90s or 80s?
90s. So you brought Mark Curry down. Mark Curry helped Steve Harvey to get on the Apollo. And when he helped Steve Harvey, they end up having their differences later on in life, of course.
Well, Steve smoked him.
Steve smoked him.
Not burning.
Not burning, but smoked. But do you, when you look at Steve today, though, it's a legacy. It's a part of your legacy.
Well,
whether you
he tried to say that he never been to Dallas. Steve, he got it out there like he never did Dallas. It was somewhere else where he got started.
Really?
Oh, look it up. It'll show where he never started at Dallas.
So he tried
That's
to.
how he did it.
He just made it sound like he came to Dallas after he got started.
Well, I don't even think he talked about Dallas.
He talked about Dallas because he had to, because he was here on the radio station for a while
I
and
think
everything.
He talks about
so
it.
he talks about
but
Dallas.
he talks about what he wanted to talk about.
Got on the radio. But see, you can get on the radio from other cities, but you can still be on the radio here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to be here to have it broadcast.
Of course. I want to ask you about Jerry Jones.
Not even way back then.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip to Jerry Jones. Can I skip to Jerry Jones?
Mr. Jerry Jones, good people.
Yeah, Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is one of them pictures that poked out at me when I was looking through your catalog. Jerry Jones was young too. And this was the Jerry Jones that'll take you to the Super Bowl with Tom Landry and take it. Well, he kicked Tom out of here and he fired Tom Landry. He fired Tom Landry. Then he brought in what's that other boy name he brought in? Jimmy Johnson. Then he turned around and hired Barry Switzer, and then he got caught with a gun at one of them airports you used to work at. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about Jerry Jones. I seen you in multiple pictures with Jerry Jones when he had hair. He was different than Steve. He had hair. He was a younger white guy. What the heck was you and him doing together? He had all that money. That means you had that money back then. I don't know if you got it now. If you had it, I need a little piece of it.
I had some nickels, but he had some dollars.
So you owned the club, and he would come to that same club.
Yeah.
He liked comedy.
Yeah. Well, and he loved
the culture.
Yeah, I mean Jerry just
he loved the culture for sure.
Yeah, well, you can say that too.
He came over there a lot.
Jerry.
Did you think that he would be a multi-billionaire now when you first met him, Jerry?
Oh, it was in his spirit, man. You could stand next to and you could hear some of what he talking about to you, and Jerry just. To me, back then, it's just like
one of them ones.
Yeah, he's just the one.
And you think, and
I was happy to be next to him.
I'm tripping because in the '90s, not only did you have Jerry, you had Michael Irvin over there. You had wait a minute, and I know Michael Irvin back then. This Michael Irvin right here. What the hell was he doing over there? I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not gonna do this with you. But Michael Irvin was over there. Emmitt Smith was over there. It was multiple football and all these people over there at your and Jerry was over there. You had the whole, and it was Super Bowl time.
It was Super Bowl time. They would beat me back to Dallas, and because I had to travel, regular. And they had their own plane. Jerry had his own plane.
Correct.
When we come from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went to the Super Bowl with them?
No, I met them at the Super Bowl.
At the Super Bowl.
No, I wasn't part of that group.
But you were there with them.
You were there. He just wasn't with them.
You're right.
He don't want to be. He wasn't with Michael Irvin. All this stuff was going on. Don't try to put Miss. Let me tell you something about Miss.
Okay, I'm clueless. What happened
Alvin
during that
Scott
time?
was not a part of what Michael Irvin had going on during the time that the Super Bowl and the Michael Irvin was catching all them damn balls.
What happened?
I'm not gonna do this with y'all.
I don't know what happened, but the way how y'all talking, I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, but my boy could catch some balls though. He could
catch some balls, but he could catch a lot of different type of balls.
Oh, what now? I ain't gonna get off into that now because I don't know nothing about that. But I know Mike was man, Mike was the kind of person that you love to be around because that's always with a smile.
Always with a smile. I interviewed his son on here, Tarantino, shout out, and I met Michael Irvin in Las Vegas. Me and him was together, and he didn't want to take no picture with me, and I forced his hand. I made him take a picture. I got the picture right now. I'm going to pop it up right here.
He wouldn't take a picture.
He didn't want to take a picture. No, because he knew all them people was around, and he didn't have no security with him. So he tried,
Security.
Man, let me tell you something. You get out there to Vegas where we was at, it's so many people that was just coming. He's like, you for the start something, man. You take this picture, we gonna start something. Everybody gonna start coming trying to do something with him, you know. So he was trying to walk out. I said, no, you finna take this picture. I told my home, but take the picture. The nigga can't do nothing. He already in the picture with me now. And we just having fun. We laughed, man. Yeah. That's just how I am, man. If I meet you, I'm the same. I'm just like we talking now. I just don't stop. I have no chills. So when you think about just all of those guys, it was a special time in Dallas, man. What my kids think I'm crazy now. They think I'm really, really thrown off. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause I still root for the Cowboys. Now you gotta realize this. They hadn't won in 20 some odd years. So they think I'm punch drunk. Because they ain't even 20. They 20, 21, 20 and 18, they're about to be 18. So they've never seen Dallas win.
I've never seen Dallas win.
I'm thinking, y'all might ought to respect what we done around here. But they're thinking, we ain't do nothing.
Especially, I don't know why people call them America's team.
See, she a hater. See, she never knew. She came from another country. They don't play football like us. They play soccer. They call it football.
Yeah,
so that she don't count.
It's called rugby, what y'all play.
When it comes down to it, football is what we do over here in America with another type of ball. So what she wouldn't know a Super Bowl win if she seen one. And I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. You've seen other people win a Super Bowl, but there would never be an experience like if Dallas Cowboy win the Super Bowl and you see it, you will see something that you've never seen in your entire life. And I say that.
When will that happen again?
We don't know, but if it does, you'll say, damn, I see what they were talking about.
I can't wait. I hope it's my lifetime.
Well, see, I'm not going to go back and forth with you about what they doing over there. Jerry Jones, they going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this, man. You think about it. You was running down through there. You know, you had all type of stuff going on from Steve Harvey. You had, I'm looking at all the Gerald Levert and all them, the OJs. You would bring, was it this they were coming to see the comedy, or was they coming here performing, or what the hell was they doing here? I got a picture with you with Ice Cube when he had the damn fro. You know what I'm saying? When he had the fro, this a different Ice Cube. This ain't the same Ice Cube everybody know right now. Right. The bearded Ice Cube is not. He had a beard then, but this Ice Cube had a little fro pop. This was the nigga. Once upon a time in the projects, I damn near had the record hole. This the Ice Cube. This Ice Cube you met. I'm just telling you, I know the hairstyle. That's what takes me to it. Yeah. So when you met Ice Cube, how was Ice Cube back then?
Cool. See,
they were kids. Well, they were young. Y'all were all young. But they younger than you.
Yeah, they younger than me. But see, I knew them when they was trying to get in the music game. That it was trying to get known. Hadn't got there yet. But see, what was good that I did, I put them on high in my area.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
In my area, what I could manage and control, and I blessed them down. I'm just.
Of course, you showed them love when they came to Dallas, Texas.
When they wanted to come down here, I say, hey, come on down here. The only thing that kind of messed some things up at one time, and I had to kind of change gears, was when, what's my boy name? He got that AIDS and died.
Easy.
Easy.
You dealt with Easy down there too?
man, I'm the one that brung him out there.
You like, I keep bringing him up, and he keeps saying, man, I'm the one that was bringing them here. Nobody else was bringing them niggas here. And nobody give a damn about them niggas when I was bringing them down here. Pretty much, I get what you're saying. I keep saying, hey, you knew Easy like hell. You wouldn't have knew him if I hadn't brought his ass to Dallas. But you had a love for hip hop and the culture and just bringing things to the city. And I think that's what's special, bringing new talent to the city.
And see, another thing, like cities, like the stadiums and stuff that's here, the people that were running them, they didn't know these people. So I was getting real good deals. I would get the arenas at a real cheap price, so I could afford to do them and dress them when they got here.
So, but I can't understand. So, I know you brought all of these people down here, but how were you able to find these people, get in contact with these people to bring them here? What was your connect back then?
Back then, it wasn't no internet, none of that stuff. So, I mean, it was hands-on connection, you know, it's just...
Because these people lived in L.A., California, stuff like that. So how did you get the number to call somebody to say, hey, I want this person?
I used to be in
L.A. Okay.
A lot, yeah.
So you met a lot of the right people that got the connections.
Right.
Okay.
And just going into it a little bit more deeper, when you look at, say, a Bill Bellamy as a young Bill Bellamy.
Little Bill.
And they say he from Dallas? I mean, not Dallas, Texas. No, I thought he was telling me earlier.
I don't know where he from. I'm not going to even say. I know one thing. He Tasia Alexa a cousin. I do know that.
So he might be.
So he's somewhere. You can look it up, but I'm telling you now.
He did what now?
The girl that worked for K104 that came on my show, I put it in right here, say that was her cousin. I don't forget nothing. I'm like old.
Oh, he from New Jersey.
See what I'm saying? And she got to be linked some kind of way to him because she said that's her cousin. Now Tasia Alex, she's she's.
Oh, he's Shaquille Oneal cousin too.
Well, they all cousins. Hell, they was over there with him together. You didn't know they was cousins, did you?
Bill Bellamy and Shaquille Oneal.
Shaquille Oneal, they both were.
They're cousins.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just saw that when I Googled it.
I didn't know that either, but hell, they damn sure was over there.
No, I never knew that. No.
You had Bootsy Collins over there.
Yeah.
And he dressed weird to me from way back then.
Yeah. That was my buddy there.
Oh, Bootsy?
Yeah.
When you
Bootsy. Yeah, Bootsy. Yeah,
so
man,
let me ask,
my folk.
Did you think Ice Cube would be the Ice Cube he is today, writing movies and changing the legacies, the big three and all that stuff? And how proud of you are you of him to see what he's accomplished?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. But Cube had that drive in him. In other words, he was the kind of person that wasn't gonna stop trying.
Wow.
Way back then, as a kid, he had it in him.
Wow. And so, and I'm not trying to bring up old beef.
Who?
Old beef. Don't worry about what I'll teach you what it means here in just a second. But but Easy and Cube wasn't together when they came. You met them separate or together?
You say
Easy E and Ice Cube. Did you meet them separate?
I met them as a group.
Oh, you seen them?
The whole group.
Oh, you seen them when they were together, and then after they wasn't together, you still mess with Cube.
Yes.
You start booking both of them. Then I'm gonna bring both. I bring NWA, then I bring Cube because they ain't getting along no more.
NWA niggas with an attitude.
Yeah, you brought them.
That was man. That was the beginning.
Wow. And so you would always, when they come through, they knew that. You see, you had that money back. You was spending that bread on them boys, but you were getting them cheap though. You say you were getting them a little cheaper than what they do.
And you know what? The thing, I made more money with them, and when I bring them and put them in my clubs and do a show,
okay,
then I could in putting them in an arena.
Okay. Because
arena, you got to pay the arena, you got to pay that. I was already paying insurance. I had big room. I just had to get them in there. I mean,
wow.
I just did so much I could control my whole environment.
Wow.
You make sense?
No, it definitely. When you think about what you done.
If you take them
to the arena,
an arena, you got to
pay everybody.
Arena, insurance and all of that, and you only get that talent. You don't really get all of it when it comes down to it. She got a lot of stealing from you, and just a whole bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna say this. Now I'm gonna say this, and I want these people to feel this because I'm an older cat. When he was bringing these people down here, you ain't just seeing no rappers like today. You know, it wasn't no just rapper. Cause R&B was more prominent back then. It was just as strong. It was very strong. See, Keith Sweat meant more than maybe even Ice Cube when he was there because of the way the R&B was. You see what I'm saying? Or just as much. He might not have been more because during his time they were both hip hop and R&B was right neck and neck back then. Yeah. You didn't go to the club and just listen to them bang them speakers all night without getting a Keith Sweat in there. You see what I'm saying? We had the slow dance. They don't do that no more. But
that was the days.
But we would slow dance back then. The DJ had to slow it down. And nobody wasn't mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew what time it was. We'll smooth up on somebody. Hey, you know, this is now. I gotta try to mac you. I gotta try to come over there and say, "What's up? Hey, can we? You know, yeah. Would you like to dance?" And you say,
"I'll think about it."
Think about it, and then I just sit down right there with you because I don't want to be embarrassed because my homeboys watching me walk over here. You see what I'm saying? I'm not for to leave you. If you thinking about it, I'm thinking about it with you. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna think about it together. And if I do get up, I'm gonna tell him your breath stink or something. I'm not gonna let you win. You know what I'm saying? She look good, but you can go over there and talk to her, but her breath stink. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let her win. But you remember them time when they had to play them transitional songs in there. I seen you with Keith Sweat, man. How was Keith Sweat during this? The young Keith Sweat. This was
young.
He just did the movie. Nino Brown, New Jack City, and he come.
No, all of them was in the club, man.
All of them.
All of them. The whole movie cast
came to your club.
To my club. Dallas.
Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes came to your club.
Every damn body.
Why you looking at me like that?
I'm trying to tell you, they all was through there.
You don't believe?
No, she think it's a game. I got some pictures for her though. Don't even trip. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the catalog. So, but Keith Sweat, and you know, how was it? It wasn't a lot of fighting and shooting back then, was it?
Not around me.
How did you keep the security tight around the clubs? Well, come on with it. Where's Dallas?
No, that's it.
That's it. Where's Dallas? They don't hold it down. No tolerance. Ain't nobody come. It's gonna be tight and it's gonna be right.
And everybody gonna sweat, but they gonna be laughing and having fun.
Already, that's what it's all about.
The only thing that's gonna be wet going out of there is a bunch of sweat.
Bunch of sweat.
A bunch of sweating because they dancing and they having fun.
You had all those people, all these celebrities come through your club. Which one would you consider as the biggest celebrity that you're like?
Great question.
Couldn't even believe that person actually came through.
You say which one?
Which one was the biggest celebrity to you that actually came through your club?
Shoot, can't see. The biggest celebrity, you know, I always say when I think on that level, somebody I was really, really proud to have and to have a good time hanging out with and taking her out to dinner. And before I let her go was Malcolm X's daughter.
Wow.
That's who came. That you felt that way.
And she would talk about her dad.
About her dad.
Yeah, she would talk about her dad, and she was just good people, and she loved my club. See, you know, you almost have to run her out of town to get her to go back home.
I noticed I saw a picture and I was shocked about it. You had Shabba Ranks. You know how big Shabba Ranks was in Jamaica back then in those times?
Yes, I know.
Mr. Lover, man.
Yes,
that was crazy.
That was my boy.
Could you understand any word he was saying?
Yeah, it took, you know, he had to slow it down, but Shabba he's just good people. He loved to have fun. He loved to have fun. Shoot, you almost have to get him out of town too. Yeah, I remember Shabba.
I just, when I think about you now, you had the club here, right? But when you look at the celebrities and stuff that came by here, the one that was the biggest that was by here and lived right down the street from here, but was coming up, I guess, in this time was Jamie Foxx, a.k.a. Eric Bishop. This is the time where he came up. He was around this comedy thing. He was trying to. This was before he moved to, or maybe he had moved to L.A.
Yeah,
he had already moved, and he was just coming back, showing love to home, I guess, when he would come back and do the comedy and stuff. How was it when you first met him? You could see it in him. You seen it on him.
Yeah, Jamie was just spirit. You know, once you see it in a person's spirit, you can tell what they're gonna be like, how good they're gonna be. And
wow.
Jamie was one of those people that just good spiritual person, man.
But he didn't start his comedy in your club, did he?
You see,
no, he didn't start. No,
he didn't start.
No, he got on. He went to California.
Okay.
Then he came back.
Tell me a story. Something. Do you have any stories about?
He done did a show in my club.
In your club, okay.
Was he trying to act like he was all that, or was he a good person? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been trying to get him on Boss Talk 101, and I done been down to his house. I done been all on Brad. I went down there. He was on Bradshaw right there. They done named it Jamie Foxx. I went down there when they named the street after him. I didn't know I was gonna start no podcast. I ended up starting a podcast here, and I know you know I got to see. That's why I brought my boy on here. See, Alvin, Mr. Scott. See, he'll get Jamie for me because he can reach in his bag. Because this the type of person here that you can't deny. Because, see, if I put him on the phone or get him, he ain't got no Instagram. So I had to send it an email.
He got Facebook.
And I tell him, I say, hey, Mr. Scott said you need to come on Boss Talk. He booked you back in the days and he paid you. You know what I'm saying? and it was in the contract, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And because it was in the contract, you didn't fulfill the contract. So we finna sue if you don't get your butt over here on Boss Talk 101. And then all I need you to do is just sign the paper. Don't say nothing, just nod. And keep them glasses on, because he gonna tell we lying if you see through the glasses. But no, so you booked him before and brought him down to Dallas to your club so that he could perform, right? So Jamie, yeah.
Jamie, yeah, I done some stuff. You talking about
way back then? Yeah.
Years ago.
But he didn't read the contract. He wasn't that smart back then. He just go by what they said. They got him for a lot of money. We want to try to get him on Boss Talk, so we'll play into that. Yeah.
Tell me a story. Do you have any stories of because?
Shout out to Jamie Foxx, man.
Do you have any stories?
He dope, man. You can't read him.
Hanging out with Jamie or talking, do you have any stories that you can tell and share about the times that when y'all used to be together?
I think he was young. He ain't hanging with Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie
ain't had no money like that to be hanging with Mr. Scott back then. He had a little change. He ain't had no building. Yeah.
Jamie was just, he would come, when he was in town, he was in the club. Yeah.
And it wasn't like now, like where everybody just gonna stop. No, he just Jamie, he here. Jamie came through.
Jamie was, like you come through.
Okay.
There you go. It's just, I bet he missed those days. I bet you he missed those days right there. Because that ain't like that no more for Jamie. Jamie done long past those days. He can't come to your club now. It's going to get shut down. We're going to close it. We're going to have to ban him from coming unless he go get us a check. So I just definitely, the thing I say about you, man, I wanted to get you on the show because of the history, the things that, from Vuku Ray to Foxie to Lexington to all the things that you...
Joey Z's.
Yeah, what's that last one?
Joey Z's.
Joey Z's. See what I'm saying? This man owned clubs here.
Park Avenue?
Park Avenue? Better not say no damn Park Avenue. Yeah, because I used to be in Park Avenue in the north, man. I almost like to fall in there one night. Coming down them stairs.
Is that where Josie's probably used to be? Is probably where Park Avenue...
What did Josie's? Where is it? Where was it located at?
What?
Josie's.
Joey Z.
Where was it? Where was that club? Camp Wisdom too?
Well, see, let me tell you. One of the clubs that I've had, Joey Z's was Fox's.
So you changed the name.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But that club over in Oak Cliff, that done been 4 different names. Vuku Ray done been, cause it done been 4 different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cause you changed from a comedy club to a club to
I changed it from a
club to a comedy club.
Blues.
Okay.
Didn't bring her up.
We about to bring somebody up. We got somebody that you might know.
Did my devil?
I said we got somebody that you might know.
Oh,
We got somebody that you might know. We were gonna surprise you today with it.
Okay, all right. Surprise me. Surprise.
I brought your family in here. I want to try to make sure and surprise you, give you a little help, because you know I had you in here and I already got all the stuff I could get out of you. Now I'm bringing in reinforcement. Yeah, this boss talk. Young lady, what is your name?
V. I'm Foxie.
Oh, that's why he named it that. Scoot over, I need a... Yeah, so, hey, man, listen, man, guys. Special treat today for y'all, man. You didn't know that you were going to get Mr. Alvin Scott and Mr. Alvin Scott and Mr. No, Foxie.
And Miss Foxie.
Miss Foxie. Let's get to it. Miss Foxie, you are Mr. Scott's daughter.
I'm the oldest.
So you was around when all these people
I
was coming around.
I was enjoying it.
You was enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
You like, Daddy got us popping. Did you know you were popping?
I knew.
You knew it was popping.
Yeah, I was still humble. I was a little girl when it started.
Well, let's just talk about it. How little were you?
14, about 14.
Oh, that ain't a little girl
When the
no
club
more.
started.
No, these little girls, they bad at 14.
Let me just say this. It was 14 when I was able to go.
Okay, because you knew.
He probably started it way before I was able to even be aware. But when I was able to dip my head in the door, I was probably like 14.
Couldn't wait.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Miss Foxie's in the building, guys. So when you were 14, you were listening to that music and you heard to the road, let's make that to the left, to the right.
Yeah.
So you don't know nothing about that.
That was me.
You
at the stadium.
You know about that?
I don't know.
How? No way she's supposed to know about
She
that.
thinks she knows.
So this song and all that's coming out during that time. Luke is hot. All these different people are hot. Luke was hot. Who else? I'm trying to give it to you. Of course, Cuban them and all of them was dope. Too Short. All of them they were coming to Dallas a lot.
Pac?
Yeah.
Tupac.
I came through there once. I saw Pac once when he was there. Of course, I had to see him.
What did you say to Pac? You didn't say nothing. You were too young to talk.
I couldn't really talk, but I was in the room.
You seen it?
Yeah.
You say that's
I
Tupac.
couldn't believe it. I was
Because Tupac was doing his thing way back then.
Miss Pac.
What year was that?
I would say I graduated in 93, so it would have been like 90, 91, 92.
91, 92. He wasn't a Tupacalypse. He was Tupacalypse now back then, but he still was popping. Yeah. And then do the Humpty Hump. You know, I had Money B on here. Money B, he was on here. Everybody, they been on Boss Talk. Yeah. So you seen him during that time. Money B now might have been with him. We don't know. Was Humpty with him?
I was just excited
about Pop. Was Humpty with him?
I don't know. I ain't gonna say
I met him once too. That was damn. I hate when I can't
remember somebody.
Shock G. That was Shock G.
Shock G. Oh.
Yeah, that was Shock G. R.I.P. to Shock G. And R.I.P. on your panties.
Yeah. See?
That's what I do this.
You know. You know.
So what was the most exciting time for you at the club? And were you at Foxie's when these people coming through, or was you at Buku Ray?
So when I first was able to just even come in the room, because he would not allow me to come. Of course, I was a kid, but I remember the first time he let me come to Foxie's. It was Tony from Waco. That used to, what's them people used to sing?
High Five.
Yeah, they
She's
was
playing hard to get.
Yeah. And when they was performing, he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna let you come." That was the first time I ever went inside of Foxie's at nighttime.
Wow.
Besides in the day when it's closed and we're just cleaning up something. But at High Five, I was crazy about him, and they was there. He let me come in the room with Tony and them. He put me in a section by myself, me and my cousins. I don't remember who was there, but I know I was always with one of my cousins or something.
Wow.
But you was talking about Jamie from minutes ago.
I definitely shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Oh, you were
I
dancing?
would never forget dancing with Jamie, and I was older. I was like 17, 18 by then, so.
And what club was this?
It was at Lexington.
It was at Lexington. Mm-hmm. So you locked in with Jamie.
I danced with Jamie.
What songs was out then?
Oh, I don't remember that.
What year?
I'm almost 50. Please leave me alone.
What year was it?
It was 90-ish.
So we thinking about.
I graduated in 93, so it was like 93, 94. Because that's when he really let me come into the clubs after I graduated.
So you and Jamie, how did y'all end up dancing together?
Cause I was pretty and young and pretty, and
I ain't nobody. See, I can't understand. Now, ain't no damn body talking about how pretty you was. I'm trying to find out. That ain't what I'm asking.
So Jamie back then, cause you know Jamie.
Cool.
Yeah, because you know they always said Jamie only look at them. He don't look at nobody.
Girls. He was
right.
fine though. And then we got to remember that he was country still. That he just came from Turo,
Texas,
up the street.
Yeah.
With them barefoot girls at them.
Well,
Don't
no,
do
you're not
that.
finna talk like
Don't
that.
do that.
Get you some. Yeah,
No,
get some
don't.
smoke
He
right
wasn't
quick.
used to me.
Smoke right quick
so
playing with them
Dallas
Turo
was
folks.
really, you know what I'm saying?
You
He
said
was still
tripping
there.
now, Foxy. You said tripping. Them folks down there ain't trying to hear that. What
I'm
you
just
talking
saying, I
about?
ain't trying to start no
Yo,
mess.
you done started it.
But we talking about in the 90s. They ain't have much swag in Turo
Okay,
back then.
but they had enough because Jamie come from that.
He was goofy. So
Oh, no, he was
he
not
wasn't.
goofy.
For
He
real?
had a gift. No, I'm saying that's how he won, right?
I'm not
His
for
goofiness?
listen, no, he also played the
His
piano with it
character?
while he was
Oh,
goofy.
He definitely
Singing
did,
like
but he
hell.
didn't
Like-
start that. He
And he used to
earned
play
off his
football.
No,
and
he won't, but he
everything.
still wanted to do singing
He
first.
earned off his
He
comedy
always
job.
sung in everything he does.
And then once he got his fame, then he started doing his music, letting everybody know I got this. That's what I
No,
got.
but he always wanted to be a musician first.
Oh, I don't know all the history.
See what I'm saying?
I was young,
so I ain't
so-
trying to hear what you talking. He knew music, then
I
he
know
just
he
couldn't
was
get
pop.
off on it.
He
So-
was in the club walking around like everybody else back then. So
How did y'all end up dancing? Don't tell me about how cute you was.
he was on the dance floor, and I
There
was
you go.
cute.
That's what I'm looking for right here.
And I was cute.
And he walked over.
Yeah, we danced.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to give it a song that was going on.
I don't know.
It probably
Ain't no
was
telling.
De La Soul.
It probably was Two Live Crew
Ooh.
doing the butt something.
That doing the butt is not no damn Two Live Crew. We
well, he
gonna
said
get
something
your
about Brown.
man.
Doodoo Brown.
Ooh.
Doodoo Brown.
So
You remember that?
no, he don't want to remember that, and I don't either. Doodoo Brown. Who was-
You asked.
So let me ask you something. Were you proud of what you guys accomplished in the clubs and from Lexington to Foxie's to Vuku Ray? Were you?
I was always proud of my dad because we come from West Dallas, so being able to watch how much our life changed consistently over and over, everything just kept changing. It was just kept getting bigger and broader, and that was because of my dad. You know.
Real live hustle.
Yeah, he didn't
Entrepreneur.
only save us, his primary family. He saved all of us.
He saved the city.
His sisters and their kids. He saved his brother and their kids. He saved some of his cousins. Like he wasn't selfish about his win. When he won, everybody won.
Wow.
How were you able to? Because I heard you earlier said that you stayed humble. How were you able as a teenager? Because teenagers, when you coming up from nothing and you coming up and you got stuff, that ego come up and whatever. How were you able to stay humble during all of that?
I ain't gonna say that I didn't feel like I was the it girl in Dallas, because I was, but I felt I was humble because of our beginnings, because of some of our people still being in the hood, still living in shacks. We could still pull up in West Dallas, and my grandmother's still in the shack. Not my father's mom, but my mother's side of the family still where we started. So I always had to go back home. That's how I stay humble.
Wow. What to you was Tupac the biggest celebrity you saw came through those clubs, or was it somebody else to you?
I saw so many people. No, for me, what touched my heart was Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men. When Boyz II Men performed at the Palladium. Yeah, Palladium was my club because it was for teenagers.
Okay, so Palladium
I was
Ball.
popular at Palladium.
When you say Palladium, you mean the Palladium Ballroom?
It was called was it the Palladium Ballroom or just the Palladium?
Dallas.
The Dallas Palladium.
Dallas Palladium. Okay, because I remember.
103.
Because I remember the Palladium Ballroom. Is it the same thing?
Basically, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people call
I
them.
think so.
No,
Where is it?
Palladium Ballroom downtown.
Downtown.
Okay.
So yours was in
Palladium.
that's in Oak Cliff.
It was. Yeah.
Okay, so that's something different. Okay. Okay, so that was also one of his clubs?
It was a teenager club.
It was, yeah.
It was for
Lady.
teenagers.
Teenagers. Okay.
I think he
Yeah.
probably did that because of me, because I wanted to go outside. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
That's where
I looked at that, yeah.
Okay, what TV show was that?
103? Was it 103 or 100.3 back then? Was it 100.3? You from Dallas?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
and I'm proud of it.
Okay. So
Man, no, I'll be honest with you. I was coming up here back then. I was at the Lexington. Yeah.
Okay.
Stop playing. Yeah, I was not
you
on.
from the country?
I'm from the country. That's why I got mad a while ago. Yeah.
See, you didn't.
I'm not from Terrell. You
didn't marry nobody from down there, sure.
From Dallas?
You didn't marry anybody from the country.
What you mean?
Your wife is not from where you're
Why
from.
would I marry somebody from down there? I'm an international player.
So you can't be getting married because
I got babies down there. I'm an international. You know what I'm talking? You ever been with, if somebody international, that means they fly everywhere and they do everything. And I'm everything to everybody.
She ain't feeling that player word.
It is what it was.
Right.
I mean, I can't help it.
Yep,
She came up to, there you go. You got one. Look at Mr. Man, you know how many people this man has been over there kicking it with? And I ain't gonna talk about what else he did over there. We're not gonna talk about that.
We not do that.
He was quiet. He didn't do nothing. Yeah.
Like he is now.
That's right.
Quiet and innocent.
Innocent man. So when you think back, man, did you have any regrets?
Well, yeah, I have one big regret.
What's that?
I didn't put him
Contracts.
Contracts.
contract. I trusted and try to give too many people. I tried to bless too many people and never got nothing in return. So yeah, I regret that.
Have you ever heard back from Steve Harvey?
No. And
How about
I heard that he have said over the years that he never did Dallas.
wow? That's like a
How could you lie like that when it's all film? I mean, it's not like it's the 30s or the 40s and you can't. It's no filming of it. Hell, it was filming of stuff going on back then. You know,
Right.
It was all in
Black and white.
I really, like I said, I know his past definitely got deep ties in Dallas, and I never thought that he, from my seeing his movement, that he ever shied away from his start in Dallas. I never
I never
seen
thought that.
I never thought that. Me, because of the fact of I knew. I didn't have to think about it. Being a cat that was around, I knew that he was out here. I knew that he pretty much even got a boys camp or something that he helped.
Yeah, he tried to do. Yeah, he did a little.
He tried to do right.
Yeah, I guess you could say that he tried to give something back.
Give
Right,
something back.
right.
You know what I mean?
And-
But you guys' ties is like when it comes to the respect, because of all the work that you put in, you just feel like the way that the way that you feel it coming back, it don't seem like it's happening that way. You see what I'm saying? Because you feeling him from a different way than me. I didn't know him. I wasn't in the club with him night after night. I wasn't paying him $300 every time he hit the stage, which is damn good money. I probably could have made it back then. You should have ran into me. Helped me out a little bit. I'd have got up there and gave it. They could have booed my ass up out of there. I would have did what I had to do. Yeah. So did you ever meet Steve?
Yes, of course. I met him every day almost.
So he knows
He was
you.
always around. He was around, like family. He came to the house and everything.
Oh, he used to eat at your house?
He came to our house, yes. He came to our house often. Yes.
What did you say when you seen him?
He's just
he was
a
older.
part of the crew. It was a part of our lifestyle. It wasn't nothing. But I want to acknowledge something. I want to speak on something.
Go ahead. Yes.
With the Steve Harvey situation and my dad, I think what the issue is that he doesn't acknowledge.
That's what I said.
Who helped him
Start
get where he come from. I think that's where the problem is for Dad. And I think, no, I'm not gonna I'm saying I think because I don't know all the details, but I remember my dad saying that he said somewhere, which I didn't see it. That's why I'm saying I think that he had recently said the reason why he doesn't acknowledge Alvin Scott is because that wasn't a part of his past that he wants to acknowledge, that he don't want to talk about.
That's what's
I
been
don't
rumored to have been
understand
said. Really?
Because I remember him dressing this man, I remember all this.
So
kids remember a lot.
Kids remember a lot.
Yeah.
So you remember when your dad would look out for Steve,
Of course.
and he would be at the house with
Of
everybody.
course. Yes.
And this was for years? How long?
2-3 years for sure.
Okay.
At least 3 years for sure.
At least
because
3
that's
years.
about the time that the company, it was the comedy club, Bucharest. Was it Savoy? It was going on. And then I wanted to say earlier when he was saying he couldn't remember which one that somebody else had just made up for him. Like, I don't know what the deal was that he made with some more niggas that's from the hood, whatever. But they just kind of scooped him up. And then they created Steve Harvey's Comedy Club, which was right down the street on Camp Wisdom. And
oh, it was right by y'all show. Yeah, it was so
right
really like competition.
Right down the street.
Right
so
down the
like
street.
A betrayal, really.
Wow.
Wow. And that's what caused the schism. That's what caused the split. Was the fact of how he became y'all competitors. Did that run you out of business?
Back then, out of business. No, what ran me totally out of entertainment business was when I got sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
it shifted the comedy part of it, though.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
The comedy part shifted the comedy.
Yeah, on that. Yeah, well, that was a competition. That was a real bad.
It didn't stop the club business because he went on with other clubs after that.
Let me ask you this, Mr.
Change the name and do another thing, whole thing.
Mark Curry had different situations with Steve, and like I said, Steve, to me, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm a big Steve Harvey fan. When it comes down to the way he carries himself, the way he does, he makes me laugh. He also throws some God in there, which I'm a God-fearing man, so he really get me with that God stuff. You know, when he go to talking about God and he go to crying, that nigga will cry too. See, I ain't really like him. I don't cry like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get there though. I want to cry.
No, that's marketing.
Oh, that's marketing. God, dog.
That's why he want to cry.
That's
he want to market.
That's
wow,
marketing.
y'all tripping.
That's why you want to cry.
No, I believe in that. No. I cry by myself, but I can't cry in front of the camera.
That's marketing. That's what
moves the people.
Let me tell you. Way back then, that's what I talked to him about. Wow. How to market it. And you market, you don't market to men, you market to women. If you want to,
as women are gonna spend their money.
Because women buy. They buy.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm not talking about y'all.
No. Come on.
They buy into anything that's sympathetic. You know, that feeling.
I got all these niggas following me on Boss Talk. I need to get rid of these niggas, man. Damn, man. All these niggas, and they're just a little women. You need to cry. I need to cry around this hoe. I got to start doing better, man. I'm finna shut this down. I got to figure out. I'm finna change my whole concept up. I see what's going on now. Hey, listen, OG. Listen, OG. I feel you. I'm struggling right here.
That's the way I told him.
You taught him, nigga.
Not only him.
Shucky Ducky?
I tell him.
You remember Shucky Ducky?
I remember him.
I had Shucky Ducky on here, and he gave me a story about what he had issues with Steve about. He talked about sitting in the car with him in the limo in front of them clubs, and he talked about this stuff. And it was some really hurtful things. It shook things up so much he called me after, like, I can tell you right now, after this interview, and I put this out, I might get a call from y'all. Because people will call, because this ain't no nothing, because of this show and the way it hits. I'm telling you, it's some things that I could tell you that happen on here, blow your mind, just the way that, because we doing a genuine conversation. You talking about the fact of what your history lies, and it aligns with Steve Harvey's. It aligns with Emmitt Smith. It aligns with Jerry Jones. It aligns with Shucky Ducky. It aligns with Ice Cube. As far as all these different people.
Show you.
Yeah, the pictures. Correct. But I mean, the history is folded up in all this. And then they'll look at this and they'll say, oh, man, why would he go up there talking about me? Nigga, you went over that man's spot when you didn't have shit.
Well, they were.
You understand what I'm saying?
They're superstars now.
You hear what I just said?
They wasn't making superstars.
I don't give a damn what they is. They people to me. You see what I'm saying? And if I know this dude, then I can, and my legacy rides in the fact of what I done in my business, and he come on Boss Talk, then it's going to come out. His history, the way that he did his clubs, the people that he spoke to, Nanette Lee.
It's all real.
All of these different, I'm just telling you, like, all of these people.
Nanette Lee.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe Russ Parr. I don't know where the hell Russ Parr at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thrown off. You know what I'm saying?
Where's Russ?
Tom Jonah. He was hanging around out here. He might have come through there. See what I'm saying?
Now, Russ was on 103.
I don't give a damn. I'm just telling you.
103 to when I was trying to
the TV show you're talking about.
I don't give a damn. He was in he was so he was here. So what I'm saying, your kids, hell, they like, this man crazy. This interview is off the chain.
So who else was there that we never mentioned?
Only thing I'm saying is, to talk about these people, they'll say, I don't know. I ain't never known them, so what they talking about me for? But at the end of the day, y'all really knew them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all really dealt with these people.
You got on the picture, got on the wall.
Yeah, Tupac.
Yeah, no.
I met him here. We talked. We checked. We chopped. Yeah. I danced with people. I don't even know. My feet still hurting. Niggas owe me a dance, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You owe me.
But at the end of the day, it's just history. And that's what Boss Talk is.
Yeah.
It's memories.
It's very much memories.
I love it.
We brought people over here. I didn't know I Miss You, Aaron Hall, was Benito's song at first until he came on here. And he say, MC Hammer gave my song to Aaron Hall. They sold it, and I was home for Christmas. And then he sung it. That's what messed me up. I put it in right here. He sung both versions, his version, and he sung the whole Aaron Hall version. You can't make this up. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was here when Links come in here and say, I wrote, my body all over your body, babe. When he say, I wrote that. That was my song. I say, what? And he say, go back and listen to it. I'm the one singing the hook. I wrote it. I didn't want to give it away, but I wrote it, and Gerald Levert, LSG took it, and that was but I didn't want to give it away, but I went ahead and sold it, you know? So this is the history. So if you was with Steve Harvey and he wasn't wearing a suit and he had a bald spot in the back of his damn head, and you was able to help him patch that up and get a suit and put on and make him to where he was marketable, and that's what you saying pretty much.
Busta Rhymes.
You had Busta Rhymes too?
I remember hanging out with Busta Rhymes. I remember hanging out with UGK. I think they were
Whoa, stop the press. Stop the press. Stop the press.
Let
me tell you something. I don't play like that.
Hung out with you.
I don't listen.
He loves UGK.
Listen.
I'm
gonna tell you right now.
My friend Bun, do you remember me? Like,
how was Bun? Let me tell you something. Bun watched this show, and when you say that, it's a game.
You remember me?
Bun been on here. And Queenie and them together, Bunny and Queenie together. Don't. I'm just saying, watch how you do things on here.
He never did that. He
saying you're like Bun
now. He come hang out. Where you at? He want to hang out. He want to go hang out. That's it.
Okay.
He'll remember that about me.
So Pimp C, did you meet Pimp?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Or you got to give me a Pimp C story.
So they were doing a video. I think it was Tell Me Something Good. They was doing that
one
video.
One with a trigger, two with a bat, three big brothers, four. That's it right there.
That's it.
You know I know.
Banger. That was that first banger.
That's the one got me.
So tell me about the story.
So they were doing that video downtown in Deep Ellum, and I remember it having something to do with that. I don't remember how. He always had something to do with everything. So I ended up getting a whiff of it. I went to the video set. Me and my girls, we was down there all day with them. I found myself in that video like one little clip whenever
you
I look
in the video?
Like one little.
Wait a minute.
Because all the girls was out there just, you know how it was back in the day. Just, everybody just dancing, you know. And
I got to see that.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up.
So you in the Tell Me Something Good video.
Baby.
In the Tell,
With the bob.
Tell Me Something Good. You in the video.
In the video. They did it in the Deep Ellum. I believe it was the Bomb Factory, one of those warehouses right there.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is how you going to remember me.
Let's go.
This is how you going to remember me. Y'all didn't have no ride to the hotel. I gave y'all a ride to the hotel. It was like 5 dudes in my car.
Tell Me Something Good. That same day.
Pimp C was in there.
His baby mama.
Okay.
And his mom was there. So they had
Mama
a ride.
West.
They had a ride.
But Bun B and all them other boys that they had brought from Houston, they didn't have no ride to get to the Sheraton Hotel by the Galleria. And I gave y'all a ride. Threw up in my car.
Who threw up in your car?
Bun B's homeboy, whoever the tall, skinny black guy is.
This nigga done throw it up in your car.
We had to pull over on Greenville and Lover's Lane over there and let him throw up Before we got to the Galleria.
He was drunk.
He was drunk.
Damn.
From all day. We had been there all day.
Drinking and having a good time.
Now, let me tell y'all something. That's how you come on Boss Talk 101 right there. I'm going to let y'all know. Anybody can come on here with a pimp story. If you got a UGK story with Bun B, give me a call. Get in my inbox. Because I rock with Pimp and Bun, the UGK movement. That's just what that is. That's the Boss Talk way.
With Buster. I don't know if he going to remember.
Buster Rhymes. But you was with wait a minute. You was with Buster. You knew the skinny Buster before he went to the muscle Buster to the Buster
hair
again.
Standing there with them long locks and they was.
And that nigga say yeah, and then he come up to the camera real close. No, I know. Don't I feel you?
So tell
you
that
like
story.
This nigga here? No.
I want to hear a story.
Just that he performed at the club and. We all went to the hotel afterwards. We had fun. We drunk. We was getting drunk. We was getting high. You know how it go. Mm-hmm. And that was it.
Okay.
That was it. Me and my girls, we went to the hotel. No hanky panky. Boys to Men.
Wait a minute.
That was something else.
You talking about it's so hard to say goodbye?
That was something else.
So they just sung the slow song, but they was about that action. They about that action.
Okay, so you can't say that and not give me some.
She don't want to tell that story. Her
You
dad
gotta
in
give
here.
me some.
She don't want to tell that story.
So
her
they
dad
went
is
to Palladium.
Okay.
I had a car. He gave me a car when I was 14. So.
Wow.
I
what
was
kind of car?
Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Ooh,
I remember those.
she come through with that Mitsubishi.
I remember those.
You rolling that thing.
So I always had vehicle and friends, and all the girls was with me, you know. So they was at the club, Palladium. They was at Palladium, and we all backstage. So afterwards, we go to the hotel, hang out all night.
Ooh, with Boys to Men.
All night, Oneal and Jackie.
Oh.
Oneal, you and Jackie.
Well, you see her over there? She calling him out.
Oneal, you and Jackie.
That's some dirt. He know what that means,
a long
don't he?
time ago. He probably don't remember.
Yeah, that nigga know. I know the nigga.
There's so many different cities. They be different.
Yeah.
Love Jones.
Shout out to Benito, who I'm gonna make sure he
got Oneal and Jackie had a nice time, and then everybody else was just
chilling,
being good.
Yeah, having fun, just getting drunk and stuff.
So y'all, so would y'all? And I don't want you to get mad at me, but would you consider yourself a groupie at that time?
I could.
They didn't have the name. They didn't have the name yet.
Oh, yes, they did.
Oh, so they had groupies,
yeah, they
baby.
definitely had the name. That's where it come from.
So if you wasn't a groupie, then what was
I
you?
definitely was not. I'm the instigator. I'm the one that has the plug. I'm the plug.
Okay, so you had your.
So you had the groupies with you to give.
I was the plug.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well,
I could get in. I could
get
go
it, get it straight, get it straight. You hear what I told her?
My dad taught me young.
Man, Mr. Alvin Scott, listen. You did a great job with him.
He taught me. He said it out flat out. Hey, listen, you can't be acting like no groupie. I'm a boss man. I'm a boss. You can't be walking around acting like you're so infatuated with these people that are human beings.
It sounds like me, though.
I learned that when I was young.
Oh, I be straight about that. I ain't trying to hear that
These
shit.
are human beings. Don't be acting like you just so power struck. Yeah, I learned that lesson when I was.
So you walk in there like you got some damn
I'm
sense.
the boss's daughter.
I
always carry myself like the boss's daughter.
Wow, man. Thank you, Foxie. Thank you so much. Fox, man. Thank you so much. Let me ask you something, man. How important is God in your life?
Very is mediocre.
Yeah. Everything that I've been
is because of Him.
I am. Yeah.
Tell me how God saved your life.
Able to do good.
Tell me a story about how God saved your life. Because we all have those stories about how God changed our life, how He saved our lives many times.
Well, I mean, you're looking at a person that was born with nothing but hard bricks around him, even for the walls. I think I mentioned that earlier.
Right.
Projects. And he gave me that drive to strive to get out. You know what I mean? And to get out and do, don't sit back. Mm-hmm. What's wrong?
No, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Don't just sit back and wait on something to come to you.
Right.
Because ain't nobody going to just do for you for what you can do for yourself. You got to be blessed so you can be a blessing.
Exactly.
And you're seeing my first blessing right here. But having her, 1920, made me strive to
Right, do better.
To do more.
And I want you to answer that same question too. No, it's your daughter. Have you seen where God saved your life?
Every day. I mean, over and over. I've had so many experiences one-on-one with God where He showed His face to me. It's very personal.
You want to give me an example that you can speak about?
He didn't speak about it, but I like to. He ain't supposed to be sitting here. So he ain't supposed to be driving. He can drive. He ain't supposed to be talking to you right now. He ain't supposed to be walking. He ain't supposed to be here. He ain't supposed to be nothing. If the world had its way, if the entities of this world had its way, if it wasn't for Yahweh having His way.
Amen.
See,
amen.
Yahweh gonna have His way.
Amen.
Especially for the chosen ones, the ones that are always lining up with the right.
Come on now.
As long as you line your heart up with what's good, then you are under the covering of God. And that's what the righteous, and that's what that means to be of the righteous. And that's how we try to live. We try to stay righteous every day. Not committing sinful acts towards others, not creating karma in our life,
That's why I tell people all the time, your life is not your own. So when you go through things, yes, it affected him. He had his eclipse with God, but you watching his walk and watching to see how God affected him affected you. You see what I mean?
Definitely shifted my faith. I did time. And
whoop-de-doo.
And whoop-de-doo. I love that one. I love that one.
Who gives a damn? I mean, 1 out of 3 people, always somebody that did some time. It's a simple. I learned this on Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. You take a slice of pizza, you slice it 3 ways. 1 out of 3 pieces of that pizza, one of them went to prison. If you black, that's what Will Ferrell said.
Probably 2.
2, right?
Because
how long did you go for?
I was gone over a decade of my life.
Wow.
Really?
He came and visit consistently, twice a month, every 2 weeks, for those years from my dad. Never, ever letting me down. Twice a month. Twice a month. So every 2 weeks, I got a visit from my dad. He's very consistent.
Wow.
Very consistent. He's always been a daddy, a father. No matter you was asking the questions about his father, he was the best. He was the best example, I guess, for himself with me.
Made up.
Hold on. I gotta ask you this. Can you talk about what happened to send you to prison?
I can later, but let me tell you why. I'm talking about the faith. I don't have a problem with that.
I was just trying to figure out because you didn't look like.
It don't matter because I was 17. I was a kid and very gullible.
Okay.
And very naive and rich. So I was fearless. I didn't have any restrictions.
Okay.
And I just thought I could do whatever I want.
And get away with it.
Yeah. I thought I could do whatever I want. So that's how that happened. But
so this was a white collar crime. You went to federal prison?
What happened is
I'm on it. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm an interviewer.
I just threw that out there because I want y'all to understand the miracle of him sitting here talking to you guys right now.
Right.
He was there every 2 weeks, every day, every month that I was there. Every 2 weeks, he was going to be there. When he didn't show up on my birthday, July 6th, I knew something was wrong.
Wow.
He didn't show up for my birthday, which was totally abnormal. I had locks down hair by that time. I had done grew them out. I started picking them out. My nerves got bad. I could feel that.
And nobody
energy.
called you to let you know what was going on?
They wouldn't call me because they was afraid that I would do something to get myself in trouble or, react.
Right.
So that's what they felt like was the best thing to do, which I don't think it was the best thing to do, but that's how they felt. Mm-hmm. That they don't need to tell me anything that because I will react, I will probably go crazy because I'm a daddy's girl.
Right.
But he was in a diabetic coma at this time. I didn't know that he was not even here.
How long before you were told?
It was over a month, almost 2 months, before I knew what was going on with my dad. I ain't had no hair after that. I had done shaved it all off. I had no hair. When he came to see me, he said, "What happened to your hair?" That was the first thing he said. "What happened to your hair?" I was like...
How long did it take him to get well enough to come see you?
So, it happened in June. You want to talk about that? You want me to talk about that?
Well,
We can cut the part out. We don't have to talk about it if you don't.
We don't have to air it.
Yeah.
yeah,
We don't have to air it.
It was a tough
I
time.
mean, y'all. I just hate
Because you're a
looking back during
survivor.
that
You are a
time.
survivor, and
Tough.
it's okay. It's just okay. Because it
Well,
was
that's when
miraculous.
I lost everything, like,
Vision.
Mm-hmm.
and had the stroke. And
So
just
did you even know you
forward.
was a diabetic, or you didn't know?
Well, I knew I was diabetic, but I didn't know I wasn't supposed to have
Like, oh,
all of that. You're still trying to
The
do a
foods.
lot.
Right.
Still trying to do a lot.
What kind of food was it that they say triggered it?
What kind of food was I eating?
That
I
triggered
wouldn't have. Pork was
Starches.
one thing.
pork?
Pork was the main thing, but it was several other things that wasn't working with my blood.
Okay.
My blood, and I had to learn, and I learned my blood type is like the best blood type it is, but it's restrictions with it.
Did you? Okay. And when you, how long was you before when you went back to the prison? How long was it before you went back?
He probably won't remember, but I will, because I remember it so clear. So the stroke happened in June, and my birthday was in July. So I was expecting that 2 week visit, in 2 weeks that visit, and he didn't show up. So from July to September.
Wow. July, August, September. That's 3 months.
But guess what? This is the miraculous part that I wanted to give y'all. He was in a diabetic coma. He had amnesia. He didn't remember anything. He had to remember everything about everything and how to
All
learn how
over
to
again.
walk. So within these months, he walked in there to see me. They said he wasn't going to walk. They said that he wasn't going to be able to talk. He wasn't going to be able to feed himself. He wasn't going to be a vegetable for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I think I told y'all that.
Yeah.
He walked in there in 2 months to see me with a cane. He walked in there.
And when he came in, you knew.
I broke down screaming. I just knew. I'm just looking at him. I just broke down crying. And he was like, I said, what happened to you? He said, how do you know something happened to me? I said, I know. Look. He was like, what happened to your hair?
So,
I was
but
like,
his
we
whole,
both were saying, what happened to you? What happened to you?
so his vibe, his character,
Everything
had
shifted.
changed.
The way he
Shifted.
walked, the energy, the confidence, it all changed.
Wow.
I came home to a different father.
Yeah. But you seen the process of how he, look at God, how he brought him up there the whole time.
That was
The
a hard
whole
one.
time. And then when that happened, how long was it before you came home?
Another 4 or 5 years.
Wow. So that worried you not getting, you
Not
worried
being
about
able to
your
be
dad.
here to help
It was
him.
very hard.
So 5 years. So 5 years was kind of like he was up at beat with you. In 5 years, it was a time where,
And
wow.
healing.
well, where he was trying to figure it out again.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I would say that probably never changed with your dad is the fact that he never gave up. He's the type of person that's going to push through.
That's what I was trying to say.
Right, because
They told
back
him
with
he
his
wasn't
business, we think about, because I'm listening to everything. With his business, he never stopped. He always strived for better,
Mm-hmm.
always pushing through, always going through a different business, never giving up. And then now the doctors tell him one thing, and he's trying to prove them something different, pushing
Doing
through,
miraculous
not giving
things.
up.
It's all miraculous to me. I mean, I'm his daughter. Of course, I'm biased, but it's all miraculous to me because he came from nothing. He had nothing. They didn't have nothing. And he come from that to a little bit of something, and then took that little bit of something and made a little bit more, and then took that and made a lot. It was just one shift to the next. And even when he got his death sentence from the doctors, he didn't believe them. He didn't care what they was talking about.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't care what they was talking about. He wanted to come see his daughter in prison.
And he knew he had to
wanted
get to you.
get to see me because nobody was gonna take care of me like he did. He knew nobody was gonna. He knew that I would rot there if he didn't come to take care of me. Then nobody would take care of me the way he took care of me. And I know that was the will. Like when you was asking him what shifted, what made you? I don't know if that was your question when you were saying when he was young. What made him turn up?
Right.
A baby made him turn up. Because that's how he is. His heart is so strong. That baby made him get out of there, out of West Dallas, out of those projects. He didn't want me there. And then that's the way I'm a very spiritual person. Not religious. I'm spiritual. I grew up Christian, and I'm definitely still a lover of Christ, Yahshua. But I'm more spiritual now, so I do understand that it was a trigger. It was a good trigger, and it's been a good. It's been a trigger after a trigger after a trigger. I do know that me coming could have been a curse. It could have been a bad thing for him as a young black man in West Dallas. Mm-hmm. But he turned it into his biggest blessing. Biggest blessing, biggest ambition is what I'm talking about. It turned into the biggest ambition. That baby. He didn't want that baby out there. And then I do know that that same entity that's always chasing the chosen ones definitely chased me, that baby. It definitely chased me also.
Wow. Man.
I cover my own.
Yeah.
You know.
So your kids these your kids. How old are they?
14 and 12.
14 and 12.
14 and 13.
She wish. She want to be so bad.
So were they out here when you was locked up?
No, they came after.
They came after.
They came since I've been.
Wow.
I came home in 2010.
So you've been home a while.
In 2010.
I want to talk about it. Hold on just a minute, Mr. Alvin Scott. Don't say nothing. Now, just want to ask you a question. You come home, I don't want to get you. Did you go to federal prison? I asked you that earlier. Yeah, because you bought that money. I knew I was going to get to it. You went down there to federal prison, and you came back home. When you get back home, from the time you left to the time you got back, what was the biggest thing that changed?
Our livelihood changed.
Meaning you had everything before you left, and when you came back, it wasn't this. You didn't have the things you had when you. Well, but what changed in society? The cell phones, Instagram.
I had a cell phone before I left, but it wasn't
that type.
It was Prime Code. You remember Prime Code?
Girl, come on! I had a Prime Code phone.
I don't know what that is.
Prime Code and Protel.
Yeah.
Y'all better get with the program.
So we had those, but if we didn't have. I didn't know how to text. I was like, what?
Right when you first came back, right?
Texting.
The dressing.
I always been a sharp dresser, so I didn't.
But the style changed though within that time. I would guess
they were kind of late to me. I was always a wild dresser because I was able to do whatever, dress however I wanted. So to me, it was like they was doing what I was doing at first. They was just doing it.
Oh, okay.
That's how.
So you were ahead of your time.
That's how I've always felt.
Okay.
How did your kids drive you since you've been home?
Did they drive me?
Drive you like you say you was his motivation and ambition.
They definitely are the yes.
And there you go.
I always say that if they wasn't here, more Fed cases would have been here. No.
Wow, you wouldn't got that money, huh?
I was going to go get some money.
And
but, you know, they keep me grounded. They keep me alive. They keep me free. Because for you to be here is and they keep me on my knees.
For you to be here is big. You know what I mean? You've been through it. Now you home, and you've been home, and that's a blessing. And other people can get to see that they can make it because of you being out here. Definitely. I think that's a blessing in itself.
And I be teaching them about how to watch your step because it don't take much. You can have everything going for you. Everything going for you. Whole life plan already orchestrated. Built. He built me a house from the ground when I was 19 years old. I already had everything I needed. Greed, association, low vibrations, the wrong company will definitely send you the wrong way.
When you got, because right now everything's about snitching, somebody telling. When you got in trouble, did somebody, it had to be more than just you. And
it was definitely that
was it
situation.
Talking going on back then? Everybody telling.
Of course.
Do females tell more than men?
They just as much. They all try.
Females are weak and they do not want to go inside of there. So of course,
it just came to me. I was like, because men be snitching, but females,
but
because I would think because they would be threatening females, especially if you have kids and stuff like that.
Okay.
I feel like women. They always say women are weak to that because they don't want to leave their kids, especially if they have kids, you know. So they'll snitch in a heartbeat, from what I hear.
Yeah, but still, men was with her back then too, because she had a lot of money around her. So it wasn't just no woman thing. It was some niggas involved.
I'm trying to figure it out.
No, I ain't trying to figure it out. I don't want to figure it out. I know how niggas is.
You know how it go.
Yeah, it's money involved. If it's money involved, it's niggas involved. Mm-hmm. And it ain't just no women. It's a group. It's a conspiracy. Mm-hmm. It's a, you know what I'm saying? So definitely know that's just the way the crime thing goes. And you black and you in that court feeling real uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, in front of these folks trying to take your life.
Exactly. So we'll get into it. Me and you will do another separate interview. Okay. And we'll get all the way down.
I have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of inspiration from the youth. For the youth, I have a lot of insight, and from the inside to the out. That's definitely a part of my inspiration. What I wanted to give back.
Wow.
I guess so. One last question: as parents, cause you know how back then parents would say, "Go to school, keep your nose in the book, get your education, and get a job or get a scholarship or whatever." But as parents, how important it is for us to really make sure our kids are street smart as well as book smart.
It's very smart, very important, because they won't survive if they don't have a little bit of street knowledge. They need to know how what it looked like. First of all, they don't mean that they have to be a part of it. They need to know what it looked like so they won't be vulnerable to it. So they definitely need to know both sides. They can't just get all book sense and then be naive, because this world ain't gonna give them that break.
Exactly.
They have to know everything. They need to know a little bit of both for sure.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming on the show, guys. Foxie, Mr. Alvin Scott, I just want to tell you, I appreciate y'all for coming on Boss Talk 101. Y'all bless my game. You know what I'm saying? This is what Boss Talk is all about.
Hopefully this can bless somebody.
Exactly.
A lot of people gonna watch this and it's gonna help somebody, you know, for you to get a second chance. Here you are, you know, you 69. You still here. Mm-hmm. So you already won.
Still here with this.
You heard what I said? You already won. A lot of people ain't make it to your age.
What would you say because if Steve Harvey even reach out to you and even apologizes to you, what would you say about something like that?
What would I say?
Mm-hmm. Like apologize for not, you know, giving you acknowledgement.
Or just show appreciation.
Or just show appreciation. Call you, just give you appreciation.
You know,
for all you've done.
Long as he can be a blessing to some other people that have, you know, there's a lot of folks out there that's got that spirit in them that can be, they just need help. If he can help and do right by some, instead of just ones he want to pick and choose, but look beyond what you can, what you can control, and just be a blessing for somebody, you know.
You met him before.
If it makes sense. It makes sense what I'm saying.
Right.
Well, you met him before. You met him before Cedric the Entertainer. You met him before all of the different people that he ended up being, you know, cool with now. So I mean, it was a blessing that y'all even linked up. I'm happy y'all linked up because we got to Steve Harvey. Then I bumped into you. I got to talk to you. I'm a big fan. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I appreciate you for coming on the show. We love you.
All right, and I love being here.
Man, it's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101.
Boss Talk.
Where the
bosses talk.
And we out.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, big